See, I'm so white trash. Look, the tag is hanging out of my bikini bottoms in that too.
Oh, listen. Girl,
that's why I was
thinking
the
about that
Beverly
tag.
Hillbilly of the bunch. And clearly Kyla agrees because she calls me a ragamuffin on the show.
Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where bold guests look back at their big roles, their little roles, and everything in between. I'm here social distancing with Denise Richards. Denise, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Are you ready to surf?
I am ready to surf.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what's on.
I feel stupid. I think the whole
You
drowning.
landed on one of the biggest shows on television, and you get to be rescued by AC Slater. I mean, come on, you had to have felt like you arrived at that point.
You know, it's very daunting when you go on a show with actors that have been working together for a long time, and you only have a couple lines.
Right.
It's my second acting job in my entire life, and I have to get into a bikini and go in the ocean, pretend like I'm drowning, and have him carry me out in front of all those people. I was so embarrassed.
Oh no! I mean, they say you should never work with children and animals, but should we add waves to that list as well?
You should add the ocean to that. Unless it's with Mario Lopez, of course.
All right, let's keep surfing. Up next.
I love Starship Troopers.
This film was very subversive and it functioned on many different levels. Were you aware of all the social commentary swirling about, or were you just focused on the space bugs?
I think we started to become aware when we saw it for the first time. And,
right.
You know, we were so innocent, I think, and a lot of us very naive and focusing on just making sure we didn't get fired, and we wanted to do this job that was going to be a movie that people will see. Right. So I think that's what we all focused on. And the bugs, Paul Verhoeven had a stick with a tennis ball, and he would... I love Paul Verhoeven. I love working with... That was our last day of filming, by the way, the running out of that tunnel with the fire. And I'll never forget Jake Busey.
That looks intense.
Oh, it was.
Lots of adrenaline in that scene.
It was. And we were like, now we know why they waited till the last day to shoot this. If something went sideways, we're good. We got the movie in the can. No, I will never forget. Jake Busey and Casper and I held hands right before we shot that scene. And we were like, if someone falls, we're going to lift up. We're doing this. We're not going to let someone, fall behind.
You ready to keep going?
Sure.
All right. Up next.
Are you? Or just brain?
Okay, so Wild Things. I got Wild Things before Starship Troopers came out. And actually on Starship Troopers, I'll never forget this, Paul Verhoeven, right before we started shooting the film, we were in 2 months of prep for the actors, preparing for the part. And he called me into his office and he said, I wrote a new scene for you. And he showed it to me, and it was where I was going to be topless. And I told him that I didn't think it was, pertinent to the character in the movie and all of that. And I didn't want to do it. And I left his office crying, calling my agent saying I'm getting fired because I told Paul Verhoeven I'm not, whatever. I wasn't in the scene where they were all in the shower in Starship. So when this movie came out, the first person that called me was Paul Verhoeven. And he said... And
what did he have to say?
You took your clothes off for this. And I said, well, if you write scenes where that makes sense, then sure.
All right, so let's talk about this scene.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this now. There was actually also a producer that we did not want on set who was on a boat with a live feed that we found out later.
Wait. Can you name names? Can you name names?
No, I won't do that. He knows who it is.
Okay.
You're just too good to be.
So when I did that scene, the background, a lot of them left during the scene because they were offended that I was dancing with Jesus.
What?
Yeah, they didn't read the script. So I'm Catholic, by the way. A few walked out, and
Are you serious?
yeah, I am.
Wait,
We shot in
Did you see them leaving, or
No,
were you told that they left?
I was told because when they're
Okay.
on me, my close up, usually then anyone that's an extra in the background, they're they don't need to be there, and just for the wide shots. So when we were on I did not know that some left. It's good, thank God. I mean, look, he's on my back. I mean, that's not good either. I don't know if that would fly now.
Welcome back to Couch Surfing. I'm still here with Denise Richards. Denise, shall we continue?
Let's keep surfing.
All right.
I pulled the plutonium out of the one inside.
So
You can
Bond,
detonate
I
the now.
auditioned, and then I went to London to screen test for it. And I think I screen test on Thanksgiving. My dad came with me because I was just so sad to miss Thanksgiving with my family when I was cast. And it was on the news and stuff. I was like, why is this such a big deal? And a friend of mine goes, do you realize you're in James Bond? I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited. It's a great movie. He's like, no. It's like an iconic movie.
Right.
And
to be Denise, to be a Bond girl is one of the most coveted roles in Hollywood. I mean,
I found that out later when
you found that out later.
I did.
Who do you think the next Bond should be? And who would make a good Bond gal?
It's funny. I tell her this on my show on Housewives. I actually think Erica Jane would be an amazing Bond girl. She's tough. She's sassy. She would be glamorous.
And she could sing her own theme song, so that'd be good too.
She could sing her own theme song. That would be really good too.
All right, up next.
I guess the last time we really hung out was when our parents rented
I
that
had no
beach house
idea
together.
that this scene, actually my daughter told me one of the scenes in this show where my hair goes down and all that became a viral on TikTok, and my daughter sent it to me and she was like so excited. She's like, Mom. I was like, I don't even know who did this, but thank you. But it was very funny.
Fantastic.
She was very excited that it went viral, this scene from Friends.
Now you are officially the coolest mom on the planet. You got it.
No, for real. I could do anything in the world, but the fact that it was on TikTok and went viral, I was the coolest mom. So I was excited. Yeah. Finally, I'm cool. Thank you.
Who needs to be a Bond girl when you're on TikTok?
When you're on TikTok.
Right? All right, up next.
Haven't been exactly subtle about my feelings for you.
Oh, okay. I've never done a soap opera before, and I think every actor needs to do one because we shoot 2 episodes a day. Because the pace of it forces you to, you don't realize, like, I'm shocked at how many pages I can memorize. My first big day on Bold and Beautiful, I think I had over 50 pages of dialogue. I actually did 3 episodes that day. And I had such anxiety after all these years of working. I'm like, how am I going to do this? Somehow I did it.
Okay, so what can fans expect when the show returns, and when will the show be returning?
Well, when the show will be returning, I don't know. I haven't shot anything with the show since people have seen my character get married. I've gotten about 10 scripts since then, and there's some exciting stuff coming up.
Can you give us a hint? A little hint?
Shauna's very happy.
She's very, I like that. All right, up next.
I want my Bond girl in the water right now.
I have fond memories of my first season of Housewives.
Look, it looks like a movie right here.
This is where she's a Bond girl. I mean, come on.
That's your Bond girl, Erica Jane.
I tell her that. She is.
So what is it like to film with those girls? I mean, because we all know that these reality shows can be fun, but they can also be catty. There are fights, there's drama. What's it been like for you?
All the above what you just said. My first season was really like, I think, getting my feet wet. It's like your honeymoon phase. I had a lot of fun. We're very lucky that we get to go to, all these amazing restaurants and fabulous trips. We really are. And that does not go unnoticed with me. This season for me was very different and very challenging. I still enjoyed being on the show, but it's hard. It is really hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of personalities and a lot of judgment and different dynamics, but I also think that's also what makes it interesting for people to watch.
Well, before I let you go, you've got to tell me more about your beauty line and your foundation.
My beauty line is CB Me Beauty, and it's been about 2 years in the making. And then as far as the foundation, this past fall, Erin and I recently launched, finalized everything that we needed to do. It's called Quantum Reach. It's research, education, animal, children, health. We're putting together different programs, and it's been really wonderful and a great joint venture for us.
Oh, Denise, thank you so much for surfing by. And The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills airs Wednesdays on Bravo. See you next week on Couch Surfing. Bye.